Hi there. Hello and welcome to our channel named WD Techno Doctor. This is WD and we are going to show you today how to make your PC faster for free. So let's get started. Now, if you are using Windows 7, Windows 8 or 8.1 or Windows 10 computers, these are the steps which will work on any device. And we are specially making this video for Windows computer. This is not for Mac or any Linux computer. So stay connected. Let's get started to make your computer faster. First thing we're going to do is we're going to wipe out the temporary files that were stored by the softwares and which are of no use. Example here, we need to type in command Windows and R, the command, or you can definitely go to start and open run. And we need to type a command percent temp percent. And then when we click on OK, we get this menu here. We select all of the things here. It doesn't make any difference to the computer, like it will not create any problem. It will solve some of the problems. I have some less data because I use some softwares which also do the same job, but you can do this manually and you can also use softwares to do these kind of things. The second step that we are going to do is prefetch. Now, sometimes Windows prompt you that this is not what you need to do, or sometimes a lot of people say that we are not supposed to delete prefetch because it contains some data which are really necessary for the startup. But you can delete it. It will always get here again. What I mean to say, it will recreate it automatically. Third thing we need to do is clean mgr. We need to type a command. Again, we need to do a Windows and R. It's a shortcut, or you can open the run command in the start menu, whether in Windows 7 or Windows 8 or Windows 10. So here we have typed the command. We need to click on OK, and it will calculate how much space are available for to make your computer free. I use optimization on my computer regularly, so there might not be that much of data or that much of junk files and temporary things that need to be removed from the computer. And let's see how it goes. And also, meanwhile, we can start a scan, which will also help in making your computer faster. We go to start, we type CMD, and we open CMD with administrator. So here we are in command prompt. So what we will do, we'll do a system file checker scan. If there are any corrupt files in your computer, it will try to repair them, or it will give you an error message. And if you get an error message, you can definitely find a solution for that in Google, or if you are well aware of computer, you can do that. Normally it takes time. You can minimize this scan. Meanwhile, this thing is happening here, and we can check some other things. Like we can go to msconfig. In Windows 7, it's all in one place. Like you get services, you get startup programs at, but in Windows 8.1 and 10, you will get it at different places. In services, what we need to do, we need to check for first hide all Microsoft services. We need to check for some services which are unknown. It can be virus, it can be any product which might not be a genuine product or which can create a problem. See, here I know what this program is. It's MySQL. It's a database program that I use. It's not going to create problems because I personally know about this program. Unless and until you know about this program, you should not use it. So, moving on, we go to Task Manager and we see these are the startup programs. The startup programs, whenever you boot your computer, these are the programs that get started with your computer. Now, these are not necessary for you to have them enabled all the time. You can disable some of them or you can disable all of them. Unless and until there are some programs like Wi-Fi connector or you have some printers which you want to have enabled. Like here I have Realtek HD Audio Manager, I put it enable, and a lot of other things which I put enable. It also depends on the RAM that you have. See here, I forgot to disable this iTunes helper. I don't need that, so I disable it. Let's see if I have anything else. I have this printer here. I want this to be enabled. Okay, rest of the things are disabled by itself, so you can close that, and after that you can click on OK, and you might get a prompt restart now or restart later. You can click on restart later, and if you have some services which are making your computer running slow, you can go to the tab, or you can say the function services.msc. And here you need to be very cautious because there are services which are really necessary for the computer to run. You need to make sure that you check every service. What you can do here, like any service, if you right click on that, you go to properties, it's manual here. I might have already put it on manual. You can put it on automatic, but if you want some service to be manually started, you can choose the option here, manual, and then click on apply and OK. That's it. But you need to be cautious which service you are checking here. There are some services which are keeps on running in the background that you can check in the msconfig section. I'm sorry for my fumbles. It do happen sometimes. It may be because it's our first video on YouTube. It's not the first video that I'm posting on the YouTube. Actually, it's the first video for this channel that we are doing. So we got this clean MGR session ended here. It prompts us these things to be deleted. You can check all of them and then click on OK. It will give you this option you want to delete. You can click on delete. It will cleaning up your drive. And here I was talking about if there are any services which are not getting closed or not getting stopped, you can find them in services.msc section. All right. Now, we can do one more thing. We can increase the virtual memory of your computer. Let's click on the properties, and we go to advanced system settings. It's also in Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 10. We need to go to here, performance, setting. Now, here are these things. You can adjust animation of your computer, which will also boost the performance. But if you have enough RAM, like 4 gigabytes, you don't have to worry about that. Unless and until you're running a lot of programs, you can choose for best performance. That will also boost up your performance. But it will going to reduce the animation on the Windows. If you go to the advanced, here you can see the virtual memory. It does make a difference in earlier computer versions like XP and Vista and Windows 7. Not sure whether it does make any difference in Windows 8.1, but yes, I did change it before. You will get it here, a recommended thing. I choose here automatically, but if your PC is running slow, you can set a custom size here. You can set a recommended value, which is 3539 in my case, and you can choose that 3539. Initial size, I think initial size can be anything between 3400 and 3539 be maximum. Okay, and if you're not familiar with these features on computers and you're doing it on for the first time, follow the procedures, click on restart later cautiously. And now what do we need to do? The drive is getting cleaned. Meanwhile, we can check our device manager. You need to type devmgmt.msc. All right. So, what we are looking here for, if any of our drivers are corrupted or out of date. Luckily, I don't have any drivers out of date or corrupted. If they are out of date, we would have got the exclamation mark here, yellow exclamation mark, which provides us information that your drivers either need to be repaired or it needs to be updated. So we don't, for that you can go to your manufacturer's website. Like I'm using a Dell computer, I can go to the Google and what I can do, I can type support dot dell.com. If you have HP, if you have Lenovo, you have Sony, you have Acer computer, if you have HCL computer, you can have any computer. You can go to the manufacturer website like support.hp.com for HP. Lenovo support, you can type lenovo.com, then you can go to the support tab. You can, same goes to with Sony, Toshiba, HCL. You need to follow, but make sure that you go to the official website of the manufacturer. There are a lot of websites on the internet which does give you information that yes, we do provide drivers for your device, but never, never, ever go there. They might install some of the stuff which you really don't need for the computer, and that creates a problem. Here you need to put your service tag. Like in my case, I have a service tag. It's also already there. I'll click on submit. It will take me to my status of the computer. So this is the computer that I have. And here I can find the drivers, the manuals, my warranty status, diagnostics. I can do a lot of diagnostics. So if I want to update my BIOS, if you are not familiar with what BIOS is, it's really important. If your battery is going down, if your battery is not working well, you might need to update your BIOS drivers, because BIOS is drivers for your, which means basic input output system. It actually an interface which communicates between hardware and the software, and uh, give you the functions working properly. Basically, you can say that it keeps everything in control. Like if you giving command from the software to hardware, the communication between them is good. So what we need to do, we need to here click on detect drivers, and if it detects some driver updates, we need to install them. First download and install them. I already did that before. I have latest drivers and it's all up to date. So the driver cleaning is in process. We can check one more option, which can also make your computer faster. We can go to this plan setting, change plan setting in power option. First, we click on battery icon. We go to more power options. Here we choose the plan that we want to edit here. And we go to advanced power option. And then we go to down here. You see this processor power management, minimum processor state. We go to maximum processor state. So we make it 99. Plugged in 99. And we click on apply. What it will do is it will reduce the maximum power consuming by processor by 1%, which will also enhance the performance of your computer. And there are a lot of other things that you need to keep in mind. You need to keep in mind that your drivers are up to date, your software are up to date, your Windows is up to date. In 8.1, we go to properties and we go to Windows update. We see if there is any update and we do the system update. And in Windows 10, you go to the update and recovery. In Windows 7, you go to same Windows Update menu, and you need to check whether we have any update and update your computer. Let's see. We have, and also you need to make sure that you're not using any non-genuine software, or you're not using any pirated software, because that might create more problems. You cannot update the pirated software. You can always use legitimate software, and that will have less problems because the manufacturer always release updates for the software, and it will be all working good unless and until you're doing the updates. So let's check our SFC scan. It's 44%. Now, in the meanwhile, I'm showing you some of the steps that you can do. You can go to Bleeping Computer website. Now that website will give you some of the softwares. You need to make sure that your computer have an antivirus, a legitimate antivirus, whether you're using a free version or a paid version. A free version also can be good. Like there are a number of free antiviruses which are really good to use, like Microsoft Security Essential. It's good. In Windows 10, you don't really need any security software, but if you prefer a paid version, want to have some more features, you can go for any paid version or any paid software. I do not endorse any software here. I'm just giving you my personal opinions. It's up to you whether you want to use a free versions or paid versions. Paid versions are, yes, sometimes a little better than free versions, but yes, there are some free versions as well which will protect your computer, like Avast, AVG, and McAfee, or you can Microsoft Security Essential, Malwarebytes. So what we are going to do in Google, you can just write JRT, or you can type rkill. You will get that website, which is Bleeping Computer. In there, you need to download 3 softwares. If your computer is having some serious adwares or serious malwares, what you can do, we cannot show you all the steps in detail, because that will make this computer, I'm sorry, that will make this video so long, and it will not be possible for me today to make this long. So first, you can download rkill, and you can download other softwares which are here linked down below, like Ccleaner and Junkware Removal Tool. You need to go to this website, bleepingcomputer.com. Make sure go to the right website, because there are a lot of similar websites on the internet which can create problem rather than resolving your issues. Junkware Removal Tool, it does remove a lot of malwares which are not getting removed by normal softwares. Adware, it says itself, it's removing adwares from your computer, and then rkill stops any malware process, and then you can run your antivirus and any cleaning program and make your computer faster. Here, if you can look at the top right corner, I have this ad blocker. It can also be come in handy when you want to control the ads on the websites. You can install, it's also free. You can go to adblock, ad blockplus.org, and you can download it for Google, you can download it for Mozilla, you can download it for Internet Explorer. If you're on Mac, you can download it for Safari, and it'll come in handy. So I hope we cover everything today. If something is missing, we're definitely gonna make another video on that and post it on the YouTube again. So I think that's it for today. We just need to check what we got here. So you just need to wait for the system scan, which is SFC scan, system file checking scan. I do this regularly once a while, like in once a month, and I hope that there will be no system file integrity problem or any other problem. You need to make sure that your system is up to date, you have enough RAM, and you need to, yeah, there are a lot of other things that you can do. You can go to command prompt again, and you can check the disk. These are the This is just an overview what we are doing in detail. You can write, you can, read it on Google how these things works. You can just, we call it check disk. We need to make sure which disk we want to check. Let's say I want to check disk C. Okay. It will check the hard disk partition C, and there are a lot of other things that we can do. So type of file is NTFS. It will check the disk and give you information. If there's any error, then you might have to get your hard disk, cleaned up, or it will. You can find these errors on Google if what needs to be done on these errors. So this is just basically an overview, making your computer faster. Uh, and the cleaning up drive has been almost completed, and these things we can do manually here, and we can do with the softwares as well. I have a cool software which is known as Ccleaner. You can use that as well. You just need to click on run cleaner. I use a professional edition of that, but it doesn't make any, I don't think so it will make much more difference. Just give me support, so that's the reason I'm using it. And you can click on registry tab here, scan for issues, and clear that, and it will make your computer faster. Thank you for watching. Bye. So that was it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the channel to see lots of more videos on computers and other technology stuff that we are going to post on YouTube. Thank you.